Mama, why is that man looking at us?
Mercer's hand trembled as she pulled 3-year-old Finn closer, his small fingers clutching her torn sleeve. Blood still trickled from her split lip, a parting gift from her boyfriend who'd thrown them out an hour ago. The desert highway stretched endlessly before them, the setting sun painting the sky in shades of pink and amber. Beautiful. Cruel. Indifferent. She didn't answer Finn. She couldn't. Her voice had left her somewhere between the 20th slap and the moment their belongings hit the dirt road. 2 hours earlier, Mercer had believed she was building a life. At 29, she'd sacrificed everything, her nursing degree, her family's approval, her self-respect, for someone who promised forever. Instead, he gave her bruises and a baby. When Finn knocked over his whiskey tonight, something inside him snapped. Now they sat on the roadside like discarded furniture, Finn whimpering softly against her chest. Mercer's mind spiraled through impossibilities. No phone, no money. 30 miles from the nearest town, the temperature dropping with the sun. The black SUV appeared like a mirage, slowing as it approached. Mercer's body tensed, another predator perhaps, drawn to wounded prey. But then the door opened, and a man stepped out. Tall, dark suit, 33 maybe. He walked toward them with purposeful strides, and Mercer instinctively covered Finn's face. But the man stopped 10 feet away. He removed his jacket slowly, carefully, as if approaching a frightened animal. His eyes, dark and impossibly gentle, met hers. No pity, no judgment, just recognition. I'm Holden, and I think you've been alone long enough. He held out the jacket. Come with me. Mercer had learned to distrust kindness. It always came with conditions. But Finney was shivering now, and the night was coming fast. She took the jacket. It smelled like cedar and safety. In the car, Holden didn't ask questions. He simply drove, occasionally glancing at Finn through the rearview mirror as the boy's breathing steadied. After 20 minutes of silence, Holden spoke. There's a place I know. Safe, quiet, no strings attached. He paused. My mother ran a shelter before she passed. I've kept it going. You're welcome there, as long as you need. Mercer's throat tightened. Why would you help us? Holden's hands gripped the steering wheel. Because 17 years ago, someone stopped for my mother when she was sitting on a roadside, beaten, terrified. And that stranger's kindness gave us everything we have now. His voice cracked slightly. 3 months passed. The shelter Holden ran wasn't just a building, it was transformation wrapped in walls. Mercer worked as a volunteer nurse there, slowly reclaiming pieces of herself she thought were dead. Holden visited twice weekly, always bringing books for Finn, always asking Mercer about her dreams, not her trauma. Their conversations grew deeper. One evening while Finn slept, Mercer asked the question she'd been holding. Why didn't you marry? Build your own family? Holden smiled sadly. I did build a family, just differently than people expect. He gestured around the shelter. 60 women have passed through here in 5 years. 60 women who became teachers, nurses, business owners. That's 60 families changed. That's my legacy. Mercer felt tears burning. You're a good man, Holden. No, I'm just repaying a debt. The man who saved my mother died 6 months later. Heart attack. He never saw what his kindness created. But I did. Every day. The twist came in month 4. Mercer received a letter. Her estranged father, dying of cancer, wanted to see her. She'd left home at 18 after he'd called her worthless. Now he was alone, hospice downed, asking forgiveness. She showed Holden the letter, expecting advice. Instead, he shared a truth. My mother spent 10 years hating the man who hurt her. She died carrying that hate. And I realized unforgiveness is just another cage. He touched her hand gently. You don't owe him anything, but you do deserve peace. Mercer visited her father. It was painful, messy, imperfect. But when he whispered, I'm sorry I couldn't see your worth, something ancient inside her softened. Not forgiveness, not yet, but possibility. 6 months after that roadside evening, Mercer stood in the shelter's garden watching Finn chase butterflies. She'd completed her nursing degree online, found an apartment, built a life brick by careful brick. Holden approached carrying 2 cups of coffee. "You're leaving soon," he said. Statement, not question. "Yes," I smiled. "But I'm coming back every Tuesday to help, like you do." Holden nodded, something like pride flickering in his eyes. "You know what the best part is? Someday, Finn will ask you about that night, and you'll tell him that a stranger stopped walking to help us walk again." Mercer's vision blurred. "And I'll tell him that kindness isn't weakness. It's the strongest thing a human can offer." They stood in comfortable silence watching Finn laugh, a sound impossible 6 months ago. "Mama!" Finn ran over, holding a dandelion. "Make a wish!" Mercer kneeled, holding her son close, looking at Holden over her Finn's shoulder. She thought of that roadside, the blood, the fear, the impossible moment when a man removed his jacket and offered grace. She closed her eyes and whispered to the dandelion, "Thank you for the people who stopped walking." The seeds scattered on the wind, carrying possibilities. Kindness isn't about grand gestures. It's about stopping when everything says keep moving to see another person's humanity. We are all one moment, one stranger, one act of compassion away from being saved or saving someone else. Pass it forward. Always.
If you enjoyed the story, please like, share, subscribe, and comment.